On to the next one. If this is Dr. Klein, I'm gonna skip. Dr. 8. What was that? Your voice module got damaged, I heard, in an attack. Is that a yes, or a no, or a yes-no? Can I ask some questions? I don't think there's any way that we can ask him. Yeah. So we'll have to talk to Dr. O about that, I'm sure. Dr. Borous.
Has it come for hellos? You'll get no such satisfaction from me.
Whoa, what's he doing? He's spazzing out there.
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest
I think
for
there's
knowledge? Communists?
6 doctors, I
Communist
think?
animals, perhaps?
6
Be
scientists?
warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
You always get this dramatic?
Drama? There is no drama in science. As I learned in high school, science is an intellectual pursuit devoid of bestial emotions. Unless, of course, you are a communist. Like Betsy Bright, who sat next to me in math, and her smoking Confederate Richie Marcus. As I learned in my high school, American High, AHS, drama is for movies, things of fiction. Here in the think tank, the only star is science.
Science. Alright, I encountered your pet in X8 and had to kill it.
So, you put down Gabe. Thank you. A scamp, but really, his highly augmented combat programming could have proved meddlesome. In any event, thank you for putting him down. One less test subject to catalog and sort. Clearly a failure of Doggy's cybo-engineering.
Is this Gabe's bowl, your dog from X8, Gabe?
What? Why, yes, it is. I used to leave it outside his doghouse, chock full of chems, before the cybernetic modifications, of course. And no matter how chemmed the food, he would always eat it, and his tail would wag, even while you know, I'm having the most perplexing feelings squiggling through my biogel. I can't quite pin it down.
Tears. Tears is what you're thinking of. Sounds like Gabe really loved you.
Why, yes, Gabe. No matter how awful my day had been, he was always waiting there. How odd. My gel is decoagulating. And when I would talk to him about Betsy, and how Marcus would beat on me and call me Smarty's sissy pants, he'd just sit there, head on my knee, and...
Crying. What a nice pooch. You know?
If you don't mind, I'll take that bowl. Just need to remove it. Put it away, somewhere out of radar range. For some reason, its similarity to the crater shape of Big Mountain is starting to fill up all available cognitive spaces. That, combined with my own overwhelming feeling of having done something terrible, the two are hitting me with unexpected force.
There we go, we completed that quest. Brain's best friend. Sounds like you hurt someone you loved, who loved you very much.
As odd as it is, I believe that is the conclusion. And I wonder why it didn't hit me before. until I saw that memory in your hands. This sensation is unpleasant. I don't care for it. I don't care for this place either. And I feel as if we've forgotten something. Still, it is no matter. Crush the feeling down. Crush it down. Push it into the loop. Yes, forgotten. Almost. Yes? I do not need to remember anymore. Not today.
These scientists sure do talk quite a bit. I might have to start skipping through some of the dialogue. Because otherwise it's going to take forever, and I don't want to, you know, waste too much time talking to these guys if it means that we don't finish today for whatever reason. Who are you and what do you do?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Borous, head of animalogy, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape.
Cazadors and
Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
You are responsible for cazadors?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are
Okay. Contain at Big Mountain? Those things are all over the Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
I don't think they're sterile. They breed alright.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand. Perhaps a demonstration of my...
You might make me more fertile or impregnate me. What makes you think they haven't escaped?
Because Big Mountain safety
By the
measures
lords and
are far more...
masters. Okay. Alright, other questions. Alright, what do you know about Mobius in the Forbidden Zone?
The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying robo-scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater of Big Mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed.
Tell me about this radar fence around the crater.
The radar fence protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us, and anything without a brain also inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch.
Wait a minute, that means... So I get my brain back, I can leave?
What? Why would you do either of those things? That is madness. There is nothing outside Big Mountain. We're pretty sure. We would know. Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and that and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly... Who's laughing now, Betsy?
Radioactive
I
coffins.
hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
Don't you want to leave here?
No! No matter where these strange humans wander in...
Alright.
Enough! You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. Bother.
Okay. What does Klein want with these particular technologies?
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right...
Okay. Let's just see what he says about Big
It
Mountain.
is our home. All we wish to do is continue.
Greater...
But no, Mobius will not...
Well, the expanse from the balcony made a mess of this place. This one.
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but
Test
then
cities.
we lost the mountain. After the
Greater
explosion...
became testing. Test cities?
Yes, in the past, individuals would come to us. We could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do. If only we
Okay.
could... So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment. Whether it was
Chinese
holograms...
prisoners. What was this explosion?
Boom! Yes. And the crater helps keep everything inside. Because
Okay. I think that's about it with you, sir. I think we got a couple more up here. Like I said, I'll probably listen to what they have to say fully and then skip it a couple of times because they talk too slow. There's a lot to say. And I want to make sure we finish this DLC today. So I'm
have
gonna,
you done
Dr. Klein will
all
talk to
we
you
asked?
later.
If not, we will not hesitate to ask.
Wait, is there only 5 scientists then? I guess that's it. I guess Dr. Klein is the last one. We'll take care of this quest here. Go do this. I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors. We'll pay attention to this one.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Tell me what happened.
This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency.
Elijah.
We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper.
Talking about
When he
him?
hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now.
Ooh. Okay. Who were the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17.
Christine.
She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Okay. We'll talk to Klein next. Why is that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
Okay. Interesting information. Alright, so now we'll talk to Dr. Klein. We have to be careful with the options though, because we have 3 different things to talk with them to. Tell him about that we've completed our task. We got to pick his brain. Ask him about the last visitor. Let me go over here to X8 again. Which one are you? Yeah. Let me just go through his options and see if anything happens. Because we might not even be able to say anything. Just see if there's anything. Technologies. Wait, after listening a bit, that's Robco Term Link Protocol you're broadcasting, right? See? Here we go. Well, I've hacked enough Robco terminals to know. I'm gonna save wavelength. Well, the code's got some problems. I'm not arguing with that. Boo. I agree. If someone would take the time, you're more than just sound effects in a tank. If that's Robco term link protocol, doesn't that mean it can be hacked? It'll only take a second to violate your rights and make your voice mine. That's don't worry, I'm not going to take advantage of your exposed code. We'll say that. Not a problem. I know what it's like to be experimented on. Wait, I don't even know what I did. I got the emitter fully upgraded. It's a little slow to fire, but the force field disabling frequency is handy. Are you okay? You look really happy. Blah, 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 blah. I should be proud. It's a nice device. He gives me energy cells. Let's see. How about that? See that. Say that. Emitter works better. Your house is right there. There's an emitter code in your house. Oh, I think we already got it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we talked to him and got something. What was his quest? Just investigate the terminal link? Okay. Alright, now let's talk to Dr. Klein. And then figure out what we're doing.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Picking your brain. Okay. So we won't tell him about that stuff yet. I heard one of your previous visitors to the dome spoke to you, asked you some questions.
Hmm? Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
So that's it. He came and went. Let's come all these other questions. See, I'm the one in charge. You are?
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Who is Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
He's a Dennis the Menace. Robo-scorpions drain intelligence from living creatures? How? Chems?
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you...
Okay. A strange passive sensation here.
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. Hormonal aggressive tendencies. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep big... Should have done...
Okay. I don't really care about that. Tell me about the Forbidden Zone.
That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child? It is Mobius's fortress. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us.
Okay. What are these pylons?
Ask Borous.
Oh, it's about the
Mobius was
fences. Okay. I don't really have questions about the brain. Let's just see what's
Well,
there, though.
we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean... Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
He likes the human body. You said before that Mobius might have my brain.
Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. Actually, I don't know. All
Mobius set up the Autodoc medical routine, so you think he's responsible for the post-organ dump?
Yes. Always leaves back doors into things. Have to keep finding them and closing them. The Autodoc is now erased of his routines.
Okay. What do you mean?
It can communicate the procedure when we examine it. Might take some time, but your brain has no...
Oh, so Autodoc
Mobius's
surgery
legacy
code.
code was in the old Autodoc. Yes, it fried itself after...
I think we already found
It is
that.
unfortunate. We would have benefited from...
Why would Mobius want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad. Dr. O is certain of his findings. O has said on many occasions his inability to come...
Okay. Let's back out of that. So, we've got Old World Blues. That's the only thing we have left. So I guess we'll now talk to him about that. Can't skip any of this stuff. I know that there's a couple locations that we haven't been to yet. We've cleared that. Been there, been there, been there. Been there, been there. Been there. There. Have not gone there. Been there. Haven't been there. Yep. Yes. Have not been there. So there's two sites that we haven't seen yet. Well, actually, like, I don't know how many. We'll go around and count them. We haven't been there, but I know there's a lot of Night Stalkers around there, so that might not be the best. Should go check there. And check that as well. Okay, so let's wrap it around here. Places that we haven't been to yet are... There's one... two... we're gonna have to go there for a quest, so I'm not gonna count that. 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 other locations that we haven't been to yet. We should probably do that before we leave. Just run through them and see what's going on in them. But we'll go ahead and tell them about this, about what we found and all that.
Did you retrieve the...
Team knowledge in your fields. No doubt there's so much you can share with me. Let's say this. See if these
Why,
says
yes.
anything.
If you wish to know more...
It's basically just free XP. Okay. I've recovered all the technological information.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Do these technologies have the information you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Your answer isn't filling me with confidence.
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Do you even know what these technologies do?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes. So let me... a bit, huh? I'll figure it out.
Whoa, we got a lot of stuff here. The antenna focuses brainwave patterns. Antenna, any chance it was damaged. Suits dampening. Maybe the frequency in the sonic emitters, a sonic key of sorts, like an electronic lockpick. We're gonna do the one that picks the most, that has the most XP, so repair this one. We'll do lockpicking.
Its range is limited, and it would need a booster of some sort, a carrier, but... Let me check something. Of course! I have it! The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics.
Nice.
Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Awesome. Now, real quick question. Does anybody know if once you finish up with the main story here, are you able to return, or you're gone for good? I don't remember if we looked that up. It's been a while, so... but I can certainly look it up after a bit. Let's see. Medicine, cardiac, spinal, and brainwave aspects of this tech. Couldn't they heal me? Don't these items seem more biologically focused than that, though? Let's go with medicine. We'll say that.
Heal you? What, put you back together like some giant hard-boiled yum-yum deviled egg? I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Okay, right. Quest change. Travel to the Forbidden Dome. Okay. Did he say anything else?
What?
Nope. Okay. Cool. So we talked to all of you. Do you say anything else by any chance?
And you return.
Whipping gesture of greeting?
Looping, yes. We haven't researched this as much. It is why.
Okay. Got questions? Nothing else. Okay. All right. Well, we've talked to all of the doctors in here. Got some quests that we've already basically done. Gotten a lot of information on them. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Go to the sink. Now there's like 6 different locations that we want to go to. So the boom, yeah, we've been there, we've been all there. So we'll go ahead and start doing that. We'll do that in just a moment. I want to take a little bit of a short break here before we continue on. So I'll be gone for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. But when we do, we'll come back and we'll explore the locations that we haven't been to yet, and then we'll finish up Old World Blues. So we've got 1 location, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 locations. Shouldn't take too much time, and then we can move on with the Forbidden Zone and check all that stuff out. So I guess I can just leave that map up. So I'll be back in just